Good morning, my lovelies. I was going to say Instagram lovelies, but it's not an Instagram day, it's a YouTube day. I'm coming on this morning to do the Tarot and Oracle review video for you all. So today I am going to be reviewing the Wandering Star Tarot. This is a beautiful little deck, this one. And this is produced by Kat Pierce. I'm seeing if it says if it's all by Kat Pierce or not. It just says Kat Pierce. So we'll have a little look at this in a bit more detail. Now this is actually an 80 card deck, so slightly a few more cards than the standard 78 with your traditional sort of tarot. Now it just says on the back here, I will read this to you. It just says that there is a, I'll show you the back first actually. So there's the back, so you've got lovely examples of some of the cards. And then it just sort of says, there is a universe inside you. The Wandering Star Tarot is a compass for seekers and dreamers in search of the treasures that lie within the heart, mind, and spirit. With unique hand-drawn illustrations, keywords worked subtly into the design of each image, and a guidebook filled with hopeful messages, quotes, and spreads. This deck invites readers of all levels to work intuitively with the cards for insight and guidance. Journey into the whimsical world of self-discovery and archetypes and meet two original cards that infuse the major arcana with powerful energy, the Mother Star and the Creator. So those are the two additionals to make it as an 80 deck. So it's really, really cool, this one. This is produced by Hay House. So their logo is on the side there. So obviously we've seen quite a few of their decks. Beautiful matte finish box, standard sort of tarot size. I really, really love these. So let's open this bad boy up and take a little look inside. So, and inside the box it just says, I don't know if you can see that too well, but it just says there is a universe within inside you. That's really nice. So this is the little book, which we'll have a little bit more look at shortly later on, and see what that has to offer. Oh, there's a little bit of information on the back as well about Kat, so that's really cool. It just says here, Kat Pierce is a singer, songwriter, visual artist, self-proclaimed psychic, spiritual evolutionist, and much more. And then it just sort of says a little bit about her stuff and a brief little picture. So that's pretty cool to have some of that. Okay, so these are the cards themselves. Like I say, I really, really like these. So this is the back of the cards. You've got this lovely sort of imagery and then this lovely border. Stock quality, they are matte finish. They're a decent sort of stock quality, pretty rigid, you know, there's not too much bend in those. So they're really, really nice. I really like them. So what we'll do, I'll sort of just show you them. They're not in any order or anything because I have used these a little bit. But what you get with each card, so you get obviously you get the number, which is in Roman numerals, you get the name, so this one is the devil, and then you get kind of, oops, sorry if that wobbles, then you've got kind of key words around the edge in each one, just to give you a little bit of additional information about the cards, which I think is actually really nice, making this a great deck for, you know, beginners to tarot, or for those that are more awoke and everything, you know. It's a really, really nice deck, this one, for all levels, like it sort of says. This is absolutely one of my new favourite decks. I think this is a 10. I can't see or feel anything wrong with this. This to me is an absolute 10. I really, really like it. The imagery on this is, in some ways, obviously this is more colourful, but I'm having a sort of an oracle deck designed at the moment, and the artwork in a way is a similar type of style with all the sort of ink and everything. It's not going to be as colourful as this. My deck is going to be a version of black and white with just pieces of colour, but this is actually really, really cool, and it's probably the most similar sort of style I've seen to what I'm kind of creating with my artist, and I think this is another reason why I really, really like this actually. So there's just loads in here. They've got the modern twist as well. Very feminine based. There are some gentlemen in these cards, but it is quite feminine based, these. But I really like that because you know, for me on a personal level, I'm quite in touch with my feminine energies as well as masculine. So I think that works really well. Love all the animals that they've got in these as well for additional bits and pieces. I just think they're really, really cool. They're really, really beautiful cards. So much colour is sort of packed into these. And if you were someone that was new to tarot and you struggle sometimes, by having those key words, it just gives you like little reminders or little prods of things to sort of aid and help you along. So this is, like I say, a really, really cool deck for all levels. So I probably will show you most of these, I think, so you can sort of really see them. We'll see how we go. I love the fact that there's different sort of ages, different body types as well. Lots of sort of bits and pieces they've taken into account there, which I think makes it really fabulous. But they're quite basic as well. They're not, some sort of tarot cards are so in depth with imagery that you can't actually get anything from them, but there's a lot in here that you can work sort of with traditional aspects of meanings. You can work sort of symbolically. They're not trying to be more than they are. I like that, you know. So that's really, really cool. Like, one of my favorite cards is always the Fool, and I love the sort of, you know, the simplicity of this one, but again, still bringing everything that is needed from like traditional Rider-Waite. The Magician, another one here, you know, very clever how they've incorporated and done everything to get it all in there. So these are, like I say, really powerful. It's a cute little deck as well. So I think that's pretty cool. And even with the cards I'm not so keen on in sort of conventional tarot, like the Hierophant, as a rule, is a card I don't really like. This one, this version of the Hierophant's really cool, and I could actually really see how you could actually work with that. So I think that's really nice. And again, having the wording around the edge just makes it a bit more easy and a bit more interesting to kind of understand. So like I say, I want to show you enough of these so you can get the idea. Oops. Again, love this Justice card. Always one of my favourites. The key pieces here, the scales, the sword and everything, and then obviously all of the extra sort of bits of beauty. Hangman, and again, they've done it in a way similar to Rider-Waite, where you can still turn it upside down to get a new perspective, and turning it upside down to see all the roots going everywhere into the earth. So that's quite clever how they've done that. So I think it's pretty cool overall. Like I say, for me, this is a clear 10. I just resonate with this on so many levels. I can't tell you necessarily why I like it or why I think it's fabulous, but it's just very different to anything else we've got out there as well. I don't think I've got any other tarot decks that are remotely like this, and that's another reason why I like it. You know, it's sort of storybook artwork. That's what I really like about it. It just works. It's just, for me, it's fabulous. Right. So again, you know, aspects of traditional, the Three of Swords. So they're clever how they're done, very clever. We seem to be going into a run of swords here, actually, which is fine, that's cool. Oops. I love this one with the magpie. That's really powerful. And I like the fact that with the minor arcana, they've actually bothered, because with quite a few of the tarot decks I've been showing you guys lately, they haven't bothered so much. Like with the sort of minor, they've spent all the energies into the major. So this is really, really nice to see that they've actually bothered a little bit with the minor as well. I think that makes it a bit more special. Right, I might show you all of these. I was a bit unsure if I should or not, but I think I probably will just show you them all, so then you can sort of see. She's really cool with all those colours. I really like that. It's almost, there's an element of boho energy with this deck. I think there's, you know, parts of it are a bit like sort of boho, which I quite like. And I like the fact that there are easy to understand stories within the cards. They've really worked hard on that, but still bringing that modern twist in as well. Like this one with the different coloured hair. That's pretty cool. I really like that. Okay. we're nearly there now, guys, and that is nearly the deck in its entirety. That's really cool. Love the Hermit card. Probably because I associate with being a bit of a hermit. Now this is really cool as well, because often this is a card that people, when I teach tarot, struggle with, Seven of Cups. But within this card, it's got keywords. So that's really kind of cool as well. Really, really like that. If you can hear any noise upstairs, Paul's just dropped something. I don't know what he's done. So he's jangling something around there. Okay, so we've got, I think there's 2 more to show you, and then that is the deck, guys. That is the deck in its entirety. So like I say, it's really lovely. It's really, really cool little deck, that one. Now, the book is pretty cool. What we've got inside, I'll quickly show you this. We've got an introduction using the deck, and then there's sort of samples of various spreads that you can do. And then the cards don't have any pictures in here. There's no pictures with this. It's all like straight into just the meanings and the words. But we've got the major and then the minor. And then seeing if there's anything at the back. Nope, and that's literally it. So the book's quite basic, quite simple. But I think it still works well. You don't need to have anything sort of big or fancy. It's just having the key pieces in there. So what we'll do, let's pick a card for this Sunday. Let's get these back in order. So let's pick a card for this Sunday, and this will also reflect the coming week ahead. Oops, seeing what we need to know about, what we need to be aware of. They do glide really, really nice because they are standard traditional sort of tarot size. They are really nice to hold actually, and because they're matte finish, they do glide nicely. Oops, okay. The Emperor's just shoved itself at me, so we'll just have this. So it just says here, law and order. Now this is really making me laugh because this morning I had to put a post up on my Facebook page about a change that I'm going to sort of do in terms of taking payments for sort of spiritual events, psychic fairs and shops and centres where people see me at. Because normally I am happy with the £10 deposit, but lately the last 3 or 4 times I'm having large groups of people just not turning up, not letting me know, and it's costing me because I still have to pay rents for these venues and things. And also it's just really frustrating sitting around not knowing if there's been an accident or a problem or if just someone can't be asked. So the Emperor just made me laugh there because it is about putting things into order and perspective. So moving forward, for anyone seeing me at those events, I'm now asking for full payment up front. And for anybody that is genuine about wanting a reading, it's not going to be an issue. It's only going to be an issue for the people that you know, want to mess around really, and I don't want to be messed around anymore. It's not fair on me, it's not fair on the events that I'm going to and the places that I rent space to do stuff. So it does have a bit of a backlash in various areas, not just with myself. So I can take the Emperor on an independent level, but let's have a little look and see what the book has to say. So let me just find this one in the book, right, the Emperor. So we've got this sort of section here. So it just says, like I say, the keywords were law and order. The Emperor wears his power well, the ultimate father figure of the deck. He is steadfast and trustworthy and derives great satisfaction from upholding law and tradition. He encourages the mastery of skills and careful planning. He finds comfort in order. Practice makes perfect. He also says, and indeed he practices what he preaches. The Emperor, connected to the star sign of Aries, believes that trusting the gut, nurturing determination, and gaining wisdom through experience will set you on the path to being a mighty leader like himself. So he is all about taking order in your life, you know, taking action. Sometimes the Emperor can divide opinion because he can come across a little bit, not nasty as such, but where he's putting boundaries in place, sometimes people don't like that, you know, but it's required ultimately. And it just sort of says here, there's a key piece, what the mind of man can convince and believe it can achieve. So that's a quote from Napoleon Hill. So that's nice that they put a little quote in there as well. So I think this week is all about boundary setting, guys. That's what I really take from this kind of card. What we're prepared to tolerate and accept against what we're not. So an interesting message there. All in all, like I say, I can't find anything wrong with this deck. For me, this is an absolute clear 10. I love everything about it. I love the size. I love the style, I love the artwork, I love the whole overall way they've produced it. I love the fact that it's got that kind of matte gilding, so there's a sort of shininess to the box. This is a perfect 10 for me, guys. If you're interested, check it out. It's the Wandering Star Tarot. I don't think that you'll be disappointed. Gonna leave it with you. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you soon. Much love. Bye for now.